So here we are. We're sat down and we're about to embark on a journey that is twins.
A journey that began in 1988. You know a film's going to be good when the first shot is a gritty jail. Just tell you a bit about Twins if you've never seen it before. 1988 film. It was directed by an Ivan Reitman, and you've got Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito, two hard-hitting 90s.
I'm really not sure where this guy is supposed to be from.
Which guy?
The scientist now.
A film that's aged pretty well.
Yes. What are those?
Now, I'm married to a nurse, and I have no idea. They look like the kind of...
They look like it kind of... If you were playing in a game of Operation with them, they'd light up if you hit the side.
It kind of looks like those things. I mean, you could buy them in adult stores, and you stick them to make them all... I'll draw you a picture later.
Okay, yeah. That'll go down well in this audio commentary.
So the subtext, so here are, there's one woman and 6 men are going to make a baby.
Yeah. Did you see that guy not know how to fold his arms?
Yes.
There?
Bit of photo awkwardness there from the 80s.
Yeah.
Slow zoom for effect.
I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen this for ages. I knew about it, and I never saw it. It was only very, very, very recently that I sat down and watched it for all the way through for the first time.
Really?
Yeah, like not on TV or anything like that.
I grew up with this film. Not the actual actors.
Yeah.
Not the same baby.
It's not, is it? Is that young Arnold and that's
Yeah.
young Danny?
Basically, if the baby's been a little shit, it's Danny DeVito.
Okay.
Ah. So basically, we're getting the message early here. That's a different baby.
They just made but the worst thing is that they actually made one in the production of this film. They made one baby kick another baby in order to make it cry.
Yeah, we'll be millionaires. Now, the one thing I love about the Arnold Schwarzenegger films, it doesn't matter who he's playing, what era, what time, what age, he will never change his accent.
Have you seen the first film he was ever in, which was Hercules in New York, and they dubbed over his voice?
Yes, I have seen clips of that.
Oh,
I can see why they don't do it anymore.
yeah. Oh, that is a...
I miss smoking on screen.
Do you know what? They've given Arnold the clothes to wear that the baby wore in the first scene, just to kind of pad him out. And I'm not saying he's not big, but you know what I mean. There's no need to wear,
They need to make the connection that baby and Arnold Schwarzenegger is the same person by giving them the same clothes.
Also, did you see the size of those weights just then? As if that's all Arnold needed to look like that.
I know kung fu.
That was a bit...
Now, Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Taylor Lautner of his time. Any excuse to get the top off on films?
I don't think so, because I think Taylor and Lautner would have not worn a shirt yet.
That's
and
true.
I know it's early on, but no, I don't think so too. The motor powering the boat along. Arnold, just row. Just row, Arnold. Arnold, look like you're rowing. How long do you think it was before they told him to come back? They just let him sail away.
I love that kind of jaunty,
jazz piano, yeah.
It's serious, but it's kind of comedy as well. So yeah.
Oh crap! The husband's home. That's it.
I'm
All
not sure
the
if you've
time
seen
in the
the
world.
husband,
Yeah, exactly.
but how ugly must the husband be that Danny DeVito comes into your life and sweeps you off your feet, and you think, you know what? Just for a little bit of a treat,
like a bold ponytail as well.
I know. But then the jaunty jazz piano lets us know this is a good guy.
I really don't like horoscopes. They're just... it's awful. Maybe that's... Do you think Danny DeVito writes horoscopes telling ladies everywhere they're going to be a small, dark stranger? That just wanders in.
I've never seen Danny DeVito kiss a woman before in this film, but he's got a real duck face going on when he goes through there. Oh, look at those puppy dog eyes. You know, like those dogs that have no hair? Or even better, the cats that have no hair?
Yeah.
It's like if one of them tried to give you the eyes. I'm trying to think back if there was... Do you reckon there was like a day or something where all of a sudden the kind of 90s style on that just ended?
I don't know.
And people woke up one morning. Exactly. People woke up one morning and thought, you know what, I look fucking ridiculous.
This is like stuff from the 80s still around, stuff from the 70s is still around. Anything from the 90s is just still awful. I think it's still too fresh in people's minds.
The baby clean.
Is she supposed to be working there?
I don't know.
The other woman's working there. She has a tray. They both
It's
work
kind
there.
of a gratuitous down the top. Yeah, we just need you to walk onto the set.
Also, I'm sorry, how inconspicuous is Danny DeVito behind them?
Yeah.
That guy doesn't know. He's just looked at him. Did you see him look at him?
That's kind of the equivalent of putting a lampshade on your head and just standing in the corner. This is how Arnold Schwarzenegger sings. It's just
wow, that's...
can we kind of get a counter up on somewhere, just the number of down the top shots? It's kind of like, it's a family film, but there's something for the adults as well.
I know. Wow, with a tune this catchy.
I know. Soundtrack is available on Amazon, and reputable websites, if it's won you over already.
To make him look tall, they've put lots of short people in front. He's not actually that tall in real life, apparently.
Well, that's kind of like...
Apparently,
I was going to say something with the kind of the change of piano.
Yeah,
there.
yeah, it's sort of... I tell you what, I'm going to start wearing high socks, because that's a good look.
I thought he was wearing a skirt for a second there. So a bit of a montage, just enjoying the city. What is this strange exotic food you have?
Do you think this is how he would govern California? Just wandering around with a vague look on it.
Yeah.
A strange stare on his face.
Oh god, for a second I thought he took the hot dog back
Kebab,
off
wow.
the hobo. Well, too easy.
Yes. Wow.
It's like they wanted to get the impression that it's the 90s, but you know, there needs to be no doubt in your mind that this is the 90s. So what says not just wigs? In reference.
Nice.
Let's see what Schwarzenegger does.
Oh. See, even even Arnold is insecure.
He just basically turned to the camera and with his biggest shit-eating grin said, "Hey, Sly."
Mind you, who's laughing now? I think Stallone's laughing now.
Have you seen him? He looks like a just...
Still, he's laughing all the way to the bank. Expendables 2, what's Arnold? I know Arnold was governing California, but that didn't really work out very well.
Yeah, but what...
And he had that trouble with his wife and everything.
What's that most recent Stallone film he did? It wasn't Expendables 2, it's kind of like...
Oh, Bullet to the Head, I haven't seen it yet.
Was it Bullet to the Head?
Yeah.
Because he looks like, you know when you get that bit of steak that's kind of really chewy, so you have to
Yeah.
spit it out and it's all gristly? That's what Stallone looks like these days.
Sorry, Danny DeVito is stealing a car.
Yeah. Happy viewing, kids.
Yeah, exactly. Family film. So what have we had so far? We've had a lot of cleavage. We've had theft.
We might be in for speeding. Hold on to your hat. But again, that's how I drive.
As you got a booster
on
seat.
my 1.6 diesel Fiesta, I can't even turn around without wheel spinning.
He would need a boot. Do you think he'd need a booster seat? Because there's a law, isn't there, that if you're below a certain height, you need a booster seat.
I thought it was age. You might be right.
Because it's done on height, isn't it? Because kids grow at different times. Sorry to break that news. That's why you are the height you are, and I am not the height you are.
Yes. Now, they're doing a real good job. I know I kind of say that, hammering home the point here, but it's kind of like he's really good. He's all naive and that. It's like Danny DeVito. Okay, he cheats on women. He steals cars. Now, if this was New York, you'd get a knife pulled on him. Coming from the man who used to wear thongs to his competitions.
Yeah, posing pouches.
Oh, look at that! I was right.
Oh, that's one of my.
That's going in the list of Schwarzenegger quotes.
See, the thing is a lot of quotes like that you can, it's a quote that you'll never use in real life because you'll always have to change pacement for something, and it just won't sound as. Anyway.
It's like one of those sequences you think, well, they had this. Oh, we want to get Arnold to say the pavement was his enemy.
Yeah.
Now that's how we're going to fit that in.
I'm confused. Where does socks come from?
Is that how sock trading works?
I don't know.
Do these shops get their supplies waiting for people to come in off the streets? Like, oh, I've got a box of socks here.
I give you some socks, no questions.
Yeah. The black market of socks. Right, we need to get some socks in our store, but we can't take conventional routes.
Because all that sock tax, it's really...
Get Jimmy the Snitch to put the word out.
Yeah, exactly. Look, the police are involved. That's how serious sock theft is. But it's like Al Capone. They couldn't really put him away for sock theft. They had to get him on an infringement of parking tickets. Didn't pay any income tax.
Just get him behind the bars.
Didn't pay, get the streets clean of illegal socks for a few weeks. Really free up all that police work that's being just stocked up with socks.
You just see him at the airports, his security ripping open luggage, finding socks.
Do you think you could bribe a policeman with socks? Where'd you get these socks from? Hey, nowhere, man. You want a couple of pairs?
I'm just going to put these socks on the table.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not there by the time I come back. Hey, that's cool. He is so good. How else can we make Arnie a good, wholesome, likeable...
He wants to save
an
orphans.
orphanage.
Yeah, exactly.
Save orphans.
As a child as well.
He's already given hobos his hot dog.
Do you know his dad was a police officer in real life?
Who?
Arnie's dad was a police officer in Austria. Yeah, apparently.
She just basically told Arnold that his brother's a scumbag. I like biology as well. Hey, we should be brothers.
So hang on. Ooh, Danny DeVito and a nun.
Was that the subtext there?
Yeah.
I kind of, in the back of my mind, I thought, are they saying that this kid slept with a nun and she had to get kicked out?
I thought I was just being creepy for a sec, but that's the plot of this family film. We've got illegal sock theft.
Illegal
underage
sullying nuns.
Yeah. Oh man.
Even as a child, though, Danny DeVito, that nun, was like, "Oh, I'm a nun. I should,
yeah, exactly.
but I can't resist."
Oh, look, that was
And shocking 3.
acting masterclass at lesson 1. looked disappointed and then shot. I would like to point out that the subtitles have just told us that there was silence at that point for reasons which escaped me.
You know, it's a bit of a shot on the socks there, as if Danny
Yeah,
was kind of eyeing them up, like thinking, could get some dollar.
It's a tall socks.
Now this is the big tense turning point of the film.
I've never
Julius
noticed
and
that gap
Vincent.
in the front of his teeth before.
Oh, don't. No, I'm not going to be able to notice
The
anything.
Arnie
Oh,
gap.
there
Look
it
at
is.
you see. I'll fill in when Arnie's not speaking.
Yeah.
And then I finally. I am so. I'm confused.
Look at the on-screen chemistry.
I know
I
it's
love it.
it's brilliant. I like the way you can see Arnie reflected in the glass. It's like Arnie's,
It's deliberate cinematography
yeah,
to show they're
it's-
both one
it's-
and
yeah,
the same.
yeah. It's really driving home the metaphor that looking at each of them is like looking into a mirror, but only slightly because it's a vague reflection.
Although Arnie's reflection is terrifying.
It's not a full. It's just all teeth and eyes. I can't look at anything
It's
else.
like when
now.
a bird flies
Yeah,
into the window and you just see the imprint.
Yeah. He doesn't lie. Well, I promise you, Maria. I don't know what the maid is talking about.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
He's trying to think back on all those books he read. Now, which was the one which talked about bullshit? This clip, just in isolation, would be really creepy. Just Danny DeVito saying to Arnold Schwarzenegger, "I'll be your brother.
The
I'll
thing
be your
is,
mother."
what is it about? Why is it always in Hollywood that really, really, really clever people are always depicted as retards in the real world? Do you know what I mean? I don't,
I know lots
do
about
you know what I mean?
construction, but my
You
social
can be,
skills are in the
You
toilet.
can be really, really clever, and if you're really clever, that means you're, day to day, you know nothing. You're
Well, like who?
well.
Because I know what you mean, and it's like a trope
Yeah.
you're talking about, and I can remember it now.
Yeah.
But it's always like the intelligent people who just don't see it coming.
It was right behind him. And that's a lovely BMW. Yeah, the rest of the cars look pretty crappy. It's a Ford. I take
It's
it
a
back.
Ford.
Sorry.
Now, who would have seen that come in? Danny DeVito, depicted as an asshole from scene 1.
Yeah, exactly.
It is.
What else has he been in?
CSI Miami.
I don't know him from that. I'm sure he's been in something else.
Horatio Caine.
Yeah.
You've seen it, put the glasses on, say a pun, glasses on, the Who kicks in, yeah!
Who are you?
No, wrong CSI.
Who. No.
No.
I don't know.
You're
I
out.
don't watch American TV.
I'm out.
Look at those driving gloves. It's just some intense driving gloves. Thing is, they're in shorts and t-shirts, yet they're really worried about getting their DNA everywhere.
They're wearing the shit out of those shorts.
Be cool.
It's kind of a little separate plot twist going off there.
Where's he going? Sell some more socks. That's a mean golf. I mean, I don't know. Have you ever hit a golf? Have you ever played golf?
Crazy.
I love crazy golf. That wasn't really the question though. You ever played golf?
Proper golf. Yeah, but I kind of play it like hockey.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah, like one hand down the bottom, one hand at the top. Smash.
I've never played proper golf. I mean, crazy, you know.
When you play proper golf, you don't use basketballs or play it indoors.
I mean, he was definitely on the crazy golf side.
Oh, yeah.
Of things.
He's dealing with the collapse of his career remarkably well.
It's because he knows he's got those illegal sock sales to fall back on. But the thing is, he's clearly a boxing promoter because there are pictures of boxers on the wall. But it's
sports agent.
It's quite an easy profession to make a lot of money illegally in.
Now, Danny DeVito's kind of selling himself as this kind of stud muffin king of the underworld. He looks like
things have hit it up. Oof. Do you think
the practical person in me is saying, well, that's pointless. You just throw him in to throw him back out again.
Vulcan pinch. just like. I've never seen Arnold in a pair of trainers before.
Kindergarten Cop.
Was he? I don't think he was ever in trainers in that.
So where does Twins come in the kind of timeline of Schwarzenegger?
Very, very early on. He'd made the first Terminator by now. But I think that was about it. This is pre-Kindergarten Cop. Definitely. Oh, oof. The next time in a fight, I'm going to tell someone they have no respect for logic and see how that goes. Oof. Now back to we've just thrown some mobsters, you know. Oh, this happy family movie that we've got so far.
This is a nice little buddy movie, you know. It's one of those things when you've got to pitch this movie to someone. It's like, so we got Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito, they're brothers. Okay, if you say so. So, but all right, the whole science, you know, they kind of genetically made, and you know, all the good went into Arnie, all the crap went into Danny. Arnie and Danny.
Except the ability to kind of be street smart and, you know, be a hit with women, which I would say, you know, is not important. But, you know, to be street smart... Anyway, I think I'm reading too much into this. I think I've just got to...
No, you're right. I mean, he grew up on an island, right? You know, there was just that one guy there. There was all these books. You know, he never really left the island. He set himself in a lot of weights, treadmills and whatnot. I mean, look at... What was it? Jungle to Jungle? We won't go there, but basically this guy's been living in the South Pacific for what, 30, however many years, and he comes to New York. His brain must be scrambled crap by now with all the stuff that's going, but he's just kind of, you know, going, oh, elevators. If you've never seen an elevator before in your life,
yeah, exactly.
Like, what is this magical moving box?
Why are we going into a door and then coming out in a different place?
There's nothing. This is just a small room with nothing in it. What's going on?
But surely he's read about it.
He must have read about it, but again, like with driving,
yeah.
I mean, Christ, I remember taking my driving test, just going around quiet streets with nothing. You go in the middle of New York traffic, and he's like, oh yeah. See, he doesn't know how seatbelts work, so he obviously hasn't had much time in a car. But he's just kind of, yeah, whatever. I implicitly trust this man I met a few minutes ago.
Hang on. He doesn't know how to use a seatbelt, and he's then asked him if he can drive his car. Now, again, if you didn't know how to use a seatbelt, like you've successfully assumed, you probably don't know anything about cars. But it's alright, he's going to read the manual like Rain Man. I think that's just.
Have you ever read the manual of a car?
No.
Because in my more bored moments, I've read the manual on my Ford Fiesta. It tells me where to stick the oil, right? It tells me, how to change the tyre. It doesn't tell me how to drive.
It's the safest place to leave car keys.
Lovable theft.
Arnold's got big feet.
He is. He's a naive idiot.
He looks like, he looks like he's stolen his dad's clothes.
Danny DeVito, master of manipulation.
He's got really dark eyes.
This is the kind of deception that landed him the role of Penguin, obviously.
I heard that apparently it's really dangerous now to do that thing where you unlock a car with the things. Lots of cars have side door airbags now. So if you bang it in and the side door airbag goes, the bit of metal can come back out. Way.
This scene.
Sorry.
This scene, was it not just an excuse? It's like, I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger. I can lift a car. Is that true?
I have no idea.
That's one for the Google.
I tell you what,
because that just sounds too convenient.
if you set the alarm off on your Ford Fiesta, me and you will lift it to an angle above 45 degrees. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, but well, having never lifted a car past 45 degrees, who am I to comment?
Yes. Oh man.
For the first time driving in his life, not a bad go.
Have I ever driven your car?
What?
Have I ever driven your car?
Probably not.
Okay, just wondering.
If that's any indication, hell no.
Okay.
Us too, Arnie.
Yeah,
Us too.
seriously. Oh my god. There's just so much peppy music that it's beginning to wear me down. Now it's beginning to really grate. Like, what?
If they knew then what they know now.
Yeah, exactly.
So he's never seen a car phone before. He's got no idea how it works or what it does.
He did use a phone at the police station.
Did he?
Yeah.
I stand corrected. Let's see how this ends. He is a retard.
Yes, for someone who's made out to be really clever from the get-go. Do you know what I mean? Because it takes a certain, a kind of personal awareness to be able to fight somebody else.
Yeah.
That's the brake pedal.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Whoa. That guy looks pretty chilled out, the one that's actually doing. Wow.
He looks pretty chilled out. Yeah, after only having driven for 5 minutes, I'm now an expert on automotive craft.
The amount of people in the supermarket, no one, car on 2 wheels.
Yeah.
Driven by a giant Austrian.
Seeing things like smoking in a supermarket, that just kind of brings it all. It's a different age.
It's just like another. I don't know.
Could you imagine if we walked into the co-op after this film, just lit up a fag and started smoking away?
As we went round.
Our feet wouldn't touch the ground when they kicked our ass out of there.
Just be embarrassing as well. I just start coughing, looking really weird.
because she has to try and impress Danny
Did she
DeVito
say-
in
yeah,
order
yeah,
to
yeah.
get some.
I'm sorry, but as well, family film.
The two criteria to actually get laid by Danny DeVito are being alive and being female, and the second one's optional. You
Ooh,
don't.
did you just see what was in the magazine?
No, but
We-
I'm going to guess
we
porn.
totally, yeah. But we saw what was in the magazine. This is. Oh my god. Danny DeVito just spit a pit from his mouth into his own shopping.
Keep our stores clean.
Yeah, exactly.
You look like bloody Gollum.
Oh no. Oh my god, I didn't realise how. I thought this movie, because of all the music, it feels quite fast paced, and yet I just feel like we're going nowhere. Like, you know, I don't know how far we are in, but. How. Oh, god.
Well, we're half an hour into it. We've met 4 characters.
Yeah, exactly. There's something wrong with the car.
Let's summarise progress so far. So, Danny DeVito is
A lovable thief
he's
who
kind of,
owes money and sleeps with nuns and is leading these girls along.
in terms of a character, he's like the hair that you find in the trap in your sink. He is just
Oh, my
crap. And
Also, who I don't know. Just
then you got Arnold Schwarzenegger, who's Tim Nice but dim.
yeah, definitely
Got the book smarts, but just, you know, the social skills are lacking. You know, the odd couple thrown together. There's something to do with a criminal, the Crone brothers, the Crane,
The brothers.
the brothers,
that he owes money
some
to.
generic mafioso crims, and that brings us up to, well, this is the pivotal carrying the shopping in scene. And of course, in every film where there is shopping bags, there's a baguette sticking out the top of it.
Again, the family fun
I'm starting,
film.
what is this?
Yes,
So,
exactly.
right, we're PG, so that, you know,
so
I mean,
far we've had boobs in the magazine, we've had adultery, we've had theft, we've had kind
sock
of
smuggling.
and now we've had Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger talking about whether Arnold is a virgin.
Now, I know PG is kind of an odd certificate. It's one of those things. It's like, I don't think any parents who are watching this in the cinema in 1988 will think, "Oh my god, a virgin, cover the children's ears." But
I just don't.
now, I remember watching this as a kid, and that always looked super tasty.
Yeah.
Now, it probably doesn't say much for my kind of health regime.
Yes.
But it's a block of brown covered in cheese, which is a lot like what my diet is now.
Yes.
Basically, it's brown pastry and cheese. And I just watch it and see if the memory serves. Oh, keep me in suspense then.
Yummy.
But basically, just cheesy. Yeah, there we
Oh,
go.
wow.
Now that looked nice to me. I mean, I was probably an underfed child who just had to eat like scraps of cardboard or whatnot. But just brown covered in cheese,
Look at
served
that,
with
look.
generic drink.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. That's a bit of. But the thing is, what I liked is they both laid it in the way that they didn't want to sit down together, and then lay it exactly how they did. how
Yeah,
they did want it.
exactly. I'm going to deliberately F this up so
Yeah,
I can
exactly.
correct it.
Because they laid the table themselves.
Yeah.
I'm assuming. Okay.
The suspense has rendered me speechless.
He's got quite an odd face, that guy. He's
He's
really
one of those
weathered.
generic 90s villains,
Yeah.
isn't he? He's up to no good.
Wow.
Six
Have you ever seen? Sorry. Have you ever seen the documentary with Arnold? The first film he was ever in before. Well, I think maybe it was after Hercules in America, which was a documentary about his bodybuilding called Pumping Iron.
Oh, that was after.
Well, after
Yeah, that was 1977.
Pumping Iron, yeah. Well,
Just
there's a brilliant quote from him with that. He goes, "You drink milk? It's like milk is for babies. When you grow up, you drink beer." So it's quite fun to watch Arnold drinking milk in something.
in case you've missed that, they're discussing having sex, I guess, from Danny DeVito's wonderful expression as he humped the table there.
No. They're talking about. Well, this is the other thing. This is like he said, we had 6 dads that all put into the giant milkshake, and then he did that movement with the
Is he referring to his
table.
mother as a giant milkshake?
No. It doesn't matter. The moment's gone. But he was basically simulating. Do you know when you donate sperm?
We get into very dark areas here. I know of it.
Yeah. Well, that's what he was demonstrating.
Okay.
And the milkshake was referring to all this. I mean, I don't know why I feel so guilty talking about this literally when the film that's claimed to be a family
Danny
film.
DeVito has no
It's
qualms
just-
about
it's
throwing
just-
mimes in there
it's just
as well.
blatantly doing it, yeah. But I just anyway.
No, I did a little bit of medicine at university,
Okay, right.
just the tiniest bit. Genetically, or even biologically.
Yeah.
One woman, 6 men.
Yeah.
Doesn't.
But you saw that device that was making the
It was a generic science device.
the white, but they came out in like a beaker, the little white thing that they were handling with.
with a frothy top.
Yeah, exactly. This is what
So
Danny DeVito
did they
was
show the
saying.
scene where they poured that into the woman?
No, they just had that photo taken
Because she gave birth,
to both of them.
so she actually physically gave birth.
Yeah. And
So
the mother died when they were born.
but not.
But Danny, what though?
Danny.
We're pouring over
Oh.
this like it's.
I like the fact we've gone informal now. It's just Arnie and Danny now.
Yeah, Arnold Danny is saying that his mum was still alive and that he found out about that. Anyway.
The words pot, kettle and black come to mind there,
Yeah.
Mr. DeVito. And that's how curtains work. I don't get it. Alright, so what? Was there somebody outside shooting, or...
Well, they were the debt collectors. I don't know what they were doing.
You see them...
They've been going to the Arnie school of looking shocked after confused.
Businessmen in the 80s. That's a trope. I mean...
Again, kids' film. Are kids really interested in the kind of the illegal goings on of?
I'm not entirely sure this is a kid's film. I'm not sure... Now, alright, I just want to kind of step back and say I watched this when I was a kid. I loved it.
Okay.
Fond memories. I watched this. I watched Junior. I thought it was brilliant. I did not give a single shit about any of this.
Yeah.
I was probably picking my nose or chewing the carpet or whatever when this bit was on. I just saw
Chewing
laugh
the
at Danny
carpet.
DeVito, cheer, yeah.
Was this a hard working class Birmingham up? It's my turn to chew the carpet. I want to go chewing the carpet. Jack, let your sister chew the carpet.
Shut up, man.
Sorry. Come
So,
on,
yeah.
watch twins and chew the carpet. Stop picking your nose.
You're starting to sound like one of the
Oh
bloody
wow!
Beatles.
Sorry, I've just tuned back into business murder. Hello,
As
I'm
I was-
Ringo Starr. I took a break from chewing my carpet to join the Beatles.
Alright, your accent's going crazy. So, I watched this when I was a kid. I loved
Yeah.
it. I loved Twins, and then I watched Junior.
Junior was good. I like Junior.
Yeah,
I've
Junior's-
seen Junior a couple of times.
It kind of... I think because I was young, I thought that all that Arnold Schwarzenegger did was really kind of
Zany
fucked
comedies.
up films with
yeah.
kids, like coming out in ways you wouldn't expect. So you've got like genetic splicing in this. You've got him getting pregnant in Junior.
Kindergarten Cop.
Wow.
Look at
God.
those shorts. That's intense.
But watching it back now, there's a lot of this that just wouldn't interest me. You see, the only part I remember, and the fondest part I remember the film so far, it's not that. It's when they had the food.
Was it? Okay, yes.
Now read into that what you will, but I distinctly remember when they microwaved that kind of eggplant lasagna and put loads of cheese on top, and I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah.
But the rest of this, it's like watching the film for the first time with me now.
This is what I felt like. I was sort of like, oh yeah, I know that film, but watching it now, I'm just...
It's like I say, you can never go home. You know, you got... Now, no man wants
What
that.
would you do? What would you do? You've got a baby on the way. What would you do if there was a child who appeared at your doorway in 20 years' time, looking like Arnold, going, "Dad, Dad, Daddy"?
I'd be surprised if it was Austrian.
Aha.
But no man wants... There's never a good scenario.
I grew up on a small island in Fiji. Dad.
Seems my kid will be a social retard as well. But there's never a good situation for any chap where, you know, anyone turns up at your doorstep and is like, "You're my dad." And it's like, oh God, what have I done?
Ooh, we've got some more corporate espionage subplot coming along.
Beetroot, do you reckon that's his real name, or...?
I don't know.
Kind of cool, because if it's a real name, it's terrible. If it's a gangster name, it's even worse.
Yes.
Just the fact you're called Beetroot is a bit of a downside.
It's a code name. I want that. Do you see that portrait above the fire? I want that kind of portrait of myself. In my a kind of vague oil painting.
I did miss it, but my pupils appeal for it now.
I don't even...
That's an ambitious stance for shorts.
Thank God that photo is there as well.
It's getting a bit Austin Powers now, with kind of like just holding the melon in a specific place.
Yeah. You see that?
Oh, yeah.
That oil painting, pictures of myself.
Did they ever mention why they did this?
No, not... Well, they haven't yet. I don't remember if they did later on.
Because they may have said it while we've been talking, but it's... I'm kind of thinking about it now, and they've done... It must have been a huge experiment, because it's never been done in real life, to get 6 men's DNA and 1 egg.
Yeah.
Get them all together and kind of, you know, successfully carry to term this child. And then he just kind of goes and lives in an island in the middle of nowhere for 40 years, contributes nothing to society, and then decides to move to New York.
Well, no, he's gone looking for his brother. I don't think he's just gone...
But why did they do it in the first place? What was he supposed to do?
I'm just staring at cowboy boots now, snakeskin cowboy boots.
But there's got to be a logic behind it. This is the least suspicious conversation I've ever heard.
That is garden furniture. I think it's part... Sorry. In Mr. DeVito's home is just got full of garden furniture.
Maybe another late 80s trope.
Well, if he owes money around town, I suppose it makes sense, but...
I know this conversation started out with some sort of code of delivering merchandise to California.
Well, Danny doesn't know what it is either. This is
That's the Danny DeVito school of looking shocked. I want to put another tick on the board for 80s business trope there.
Yeah, nice. Especially from Texas. Very Dallas, that guy.
Oh yeah, super Texas.
Some heavy exposition. $5 million. $5 million.
So Danny, we want you to say it like a bunch of times, but can you kind of mix it up?
Mix it up, yeah.
No, actually, just say the same every time. That's fine. No, that's how I say hello to people. I just charge at them and then stop a few inches away.
Really, if you need somebody to explain plot, asking Arnold to do it in a thick Austrian accent.
Could you imagine Arnold Schwarzenegger
in there? Tell him, basically, Arnold, we need you to come in. We need you to tell Danny, we need you to tell him what's been going on in the scene before, because he wasn't there. What you're also doing is, if anyone wasn't paying attention, you're going to, right, good, I got it.
It's kind of
Vincent! I met our dad! Your mother didn't abandon you, Vincent. She didn't know. She didn't abandon us. We have to see this man trading in New Mexico.
You couldn't see him in Back to the Future explaining the plot on the blackboard to Marty.
Right. Well, we're in 1950 now. We need to get back to 1980. But it's easy. We need a bolt of lightning that we can put on a thing and we can go back down with the jockey and we come along and we come out.
Oh, gee, Doc.
Well, I don't know, Doc. I mean, it's all pretty... So shut up, you idiot! We can do it! Just sorry if I've broken anybody's ears and on speakers.
Kind of broken my idea of Arnold Schwarzenegger there.
Yeah. He's taking a shower. Oh no! Oh, can you see what's happening? I think we're going to get some more naked Arnold screen time after this. Arnold singing.
This film is sponsored by that shitty song.
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger surprise.
Let's just reverse the gender politics of this scene, right? So there are two men outside. One of the women, one woman's inside taking a shower. The other woman's outside. They come up and they go, "Oh, where's Julia?" He's Jules. "Where's Julia?" You go, "Oh, she's just inside taking a shower." "No worries, I'll go get her." And you just wander in when she just comes out of the shower. They've met once before, and now she's perving on him in the mirror. Not that I'm not going to say, oh, look, what a bad representation. Men have it so badly in this film. But anyway.
Now, if I was paying attention, I'd know what that is.
Acting class number 3 looks shocked and surprised.
See, not even the actors know what that is. What the hell? How are we supposed to know?
Oh no, who's she?
She doesn't even know there's a film going on. She's just been burned by Danny DeVito.
She didn't have pupils. Her eyes were all blue. Oh, clean. Oh, this is a right. Okay, so another family moment is when.
No, this
Danny
is your
DeVito,
mind, right? This is you thinking. He genuinely look at him. He looks like a plumber. He probably did clean her pipes.
Stop saying it. You're making it worse.
If I go into your kitchen right now and empty the trap, see, it's your mind. Talking of kind of gender reversal, would you just imagine if, Danny DeVito was Arnold Schwarzenegger's character, and it's like, oh, I'll just go and get him. Jumps out of the shower, singing at the top of his voice, Danny DeVito, big hairy mantis.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I was so surprised. Vomiting in the aisles. No, that's a bit unfair. I mean, Danny DeVito, he's a bit of a ladies' man in this film.
Yeah.
He's punching above his weight.
He's a ladies' man and he's a plumber.
No, I'm thinking the two women here. If you kind of look at Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger stood next to each other, if you kind of half close your eyes, they might kind of balance each other out to two genuinely average guys.
They've said, I love how Arnold's shirt is smaller than Danny DeVito's shirt in order to accentuate some of the muscles there.
Do you know apparently Arnold Schwarzenegger's calves had their own separate contract for this film that they get a certain amount of screen time. That's why he's always in shorts. Now he's got that lusty look in his eye.
Oh, look, it's the villain.
I hope nobody else pulls up to kind of
yeah, this is really dark. It's like a scene out of Reservoir Dogs.
I'm thinking it's not the most private
for a family film. Like, again, I don't think kids should be wrapped in cotton wool, but I don't know. I think it's because I remember it as a wholesome family fun comedy.
It's kind of,
these bits are shocking me.
When you look at the cover of the DVD case, you've got, Danny DeVito doing the Matthew McConaughey right there.
Matthew McConaughey lean.
Yeah, that's it. They've got their cool suits, their sunglasses. It's good family fun. And then you open it up and it's all sock trafficking.
Cats eating stuff.
Cat eating blood-stained tissues. Probably find.
I think that's the problem. I don't want to come across as a bit of. Well, I just don't want to come across in a bad way, to be honest. But remembering it as a fun family film, and there's this guy wandering around with a silenced pistol,
yeah, exactly,
just taking people out. Nobody knows he's hiding something behind his back. Ooh.
That's kind of like trying a villain one-liner. Looks like they got a problem with their feet. Could be contagious. Bye-bye now.
Do you think Arnie wrote that line differently so he didn't come across as cooler then?
Don't be so hot-footed. No, that doesn't work.
I like to think that Arnie hires a guy to write those lines. I need a line here!
I like to think that somebody gets paid to write those lines.
I've just shot him in the foot and I need something to say. Give me a line! Gotta stop being so loud. I think that's been
American Highways 101.
With nobody else on it.
Jaunty tunes. Another little montage. They're travelling a long distance. It was day, now it's night.
In a completely different place to where it tore in the car. I've only just noticed you're ridiculously cut. The next time we're in a shop together, I'm just going to remove my shirt and we'll see how far. I'm going to smoke and remove my shirt. Thing is, as well, I mean, I'm sure you've been, you're married now. When you first met your wife, did you fancy her to the point where you flexed your biceps?
I think that's kind of a muscle man thing when they get physically aroused. It's not because kind of their penis has been decommissioned a long time ago.
Yes,
it's just their bicep, just like, oh yeah, oh. Although I do find that when I tear my shirts, I don't even bother just to even go to. I just go to a gas station and just pick up the first T-shirt, change into it there. The ladies love it.
Leave the ripped shirt behind.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what?
The attendants laughing and waving cheerily as I walk out.
Do you know that about a minute and a half ago we were watching the assassin just shoot people square in the kneecaps, but you'd never know it from.
Yeah, and also like in a kind of breakneck, whiplash-inducing change of pace.
Yeah, exactly. Change of tone, pace, feel.
Now I'm going to go back to what you said earlier. It's quite a slow.
It's so slow. we're only just picking up the plot again. Are we twins or aren't we? Which was the plot I was
No,
promised.
I think they know that. So they're either looking for their mother or they're selling that thing in the back of the car. I suppose if you wrote the plot down on a scrap of paper, you wouldn't need a lot of paper so far.
Yeah, I got it.
Twins,
I get it.
they meet up.
Sorry. Sorry. I tell you what, it was only last week I burst into a room. That's my mother. Those are our 6 fathers. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not crazy. Quaid, give these people air. Again, I'm not sure how they sold Danny DeVito to be in this movie either. So we've got Arnold on board. It's this thing called twins. It's funny because you don't look like twins. Arnold was made genetically perfect, and we're looking for someone, let's just say, not genetically perfect.
Yeah, we're looking
to play
for
the twin.
We're looking for the opposite of an attractive, tall, muscular,
Yeah, exactly.
kind of tanned, proper ripped, just lust man mountain beef bus,
Yeah,
basically.
it's a short list. It's you and Ed
Yeah.
Rudy.
There's you, and then there's something
Yeah.
we kind of found between our toes. I'm not sure what it is.
Well, only if I can be a ladies' man.
No, that's fine. You can have the ladies. That's cool. And, you ever want to be a bit of a sock dealer? We'll throw that in there
Yeah.
for you. It's not without perks.
And a sports promoter. You can be a sports promoter,
yeah.
Danny. That's going to put bums in seats. I want to play golf with a basketball.
It's such an affectionate, family-friendly term for what is the contents of 6 men's sperm.
Yes, exactly. Again, you studied biology.
I know what you're going to say, and it is true.
Is
Yeah,
it true? You can genetically tell if someone's going to be pure and strong.
Yeah, dickheads are made genetically.
Yeah.
They don't have a say in the matter. So if you meet someone and you think, my God, you're an asshole, it was decided from
And
birth.
obviously, nice people. Nice must be the recessive gene because there are way more dickheads out there.
The way to tell, if you put a baby next to another baby,
if it
kicks him,
if the other baby is happy,
Yeah.
and it kicks the. I know we're going to be experimenting with your future child. Quickly, get me another baby. He kicked it.
oh, my poor child's going to be subject to the dickhead test.
It is going to be odd. It is going to be. It's going to be odd.
I'll be back.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, God. I hope there's covers on these seats because I just did a little.
He looks like a fish. Looks like a very. Do you remember Finding Nemo?
Do I remember Finding Nemo? It wasn't that long ago.
Sorry. But
Croy, back in the
Okay.
Finding Nemo, back in the pictures, was it?
Can you think now?
Dory.
Not Dory. No, the clownfish. Do you know the front of the clownfish?
Marlin. What was his name? Marlin?
Oh, so first you're going to kind of slag me off a bit for asking you if you can remember, and then you're going to fail to remember the thing I'm asking you.
Just Wikipedia it, shall I? But I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of like I've never really looked at Danny DeVito and thought, you look like a fish. I kind of looked at him and thought, oh, stay away from my kids.
It's a bit dark.
Yeah.
Do you remember those lawyers we were talking about earlier on?
Let's go back to the genetics of it because
Yeah.
we like a good science discussion while this text-heavy part of the scene. So they had these 6 fathers, right, who were kind of top of their real decent guys. So if you're taking the DNA of them, there shouldn't be any shit left.
Okay.
So they must have had one chap Who was a
Death
douchebag,
way.
basically. To kind of, because you know, if
That's
you're
a good
getting,
point. Yeah.
you're getting 6 kind of perfect. And you saw that one guy, one of the fathers. He was a decent
He was a football
guy.
player.
Yeah, exactly. It was pure good, you know, family, a lot of money. So if you're taking up, there shouldn't be any crap there,
Yeah,
basically. So
unless it came from Mum.
I don't know, to balance out 6 like perfect men.
Yeah.
She's got to be one hell of a
Heather Graham.
no way.
It was Heather Graham.
Was it Heather Graham?
Yeah.
I smell a libel case.
Just remember those, yeah. I'm just going on what the film she was in told me.
So 6 perfect men. Here you go. You got Arnold Schwarzenegger. Who's the mother? Heather Graham. Bam! Danny DeVito.
Yeah. I don't know.
I can't get my head around the concept that Heather Graham would be Danny DeVito's mother.
It's just so weird. And Arnold's mother, all at the same time.
Jesus, a poor woman.
Wow, they've just lost the Albanian dollar.
Yeah.
There we go.
I can hear all the Albanian cinema goers just storming out in
Yeah.
protest.
Deck shoes. Please, can we go suit shopping together and buy a replica of that outfit?
No, it's kind of like I've never worked in a suit shop, but
Yeah.
a couple of guys would come in like, "Hey, how can I help?" Yeah, we're looking for a suit. Oh, you know, we've got this. You know, it's white. It's pretty good. The shirt goes with it. Brings out the white. It's looking pretty good. Oh yeah, I'll take it. Oh, excellent, great. And what can I do for you, sir? Exactly the same.
Please, can we go and do that? I think that would be brilliant.
You want to buy matching suits because of something we saw in a 1988 Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger vehicle?
We look with Ray-Bans.
Oh, okay then.
Yes, I think we've got the. I think. Well, did Arnold nearly punch him in the face? Why's that woman got an umbrella?
Random
up?
umbrella shot.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, I'm sold. Best buds now.
I think yeah. Do you know what? If the first time I was about to have sex, it was kind of built up by Danny DeVito dancing around a hotel room.
If the first time I was going to have sex, it
Singing
was
to
with
me.
Danny DeVito. How is that not relaxing you? Da 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 da.
I have a much better
stick
song.
it in her.
Gonna take out the paper and the trash, and I'm not coming back. Now I'm relaxed.
Yakety yak, hold her down.
I'm sure if he just takes a shower again, she'll just wander in.
See, he doesn't know how to dance.
He doesn't know how to dance.
No, so that's the only barrier between him and actually getting laid now is being able to dance.
That was my problem for quite some time.
Yeah. I had to do the waltz before Jess would even look at me.
Or did you? Wow.
Waltz, see?
Yeah,
See?
exactly.
I second that, absolutely.
I was just about to make a comment about the gender politics of this film, and before I could, you were there going, "Yes, dude, bro, that's exactly right.
You got a waltz,
Tonight
man.
you're gonna get tonight, dancing around."
See, we laugh at this. This is probably how I got ready to meet Jess. Da, 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 da.
It's quite a long pickup shot.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I fear I'm going to kind of make assumptions now, but looking at the two women they're going out with, do they look like they waltz?
Well, they don't. Well, I don't know anymore. This film has taken me back and forth. I now don't know.
He's teaching him how to waltz. I accept that. They're doing a good job. Look at that. It's beautiful. So are they going?
Mind the camera, mind the camera, mind the camera.
Well, don't know. Look like a piece of shit. Turns out they do waltz.
Oh, what's wrong with their hair? They're queuing up around the corner now for my libel case.
That's Jeff Beck on the guitar, isn't it? Ah. Stick a PG certificate on that.
Yes.
There we go.
Universal is proud to bring you Twins.
This summer, a story of fraternal romance.
This scene is going on for far too long for my liking.
We're just two guys watching Arnold and Danny DeVito doing a waltz. Oh. Did you want to talk about gender roles there? Or
No, it's alright. I mean, I'm
just we kind of get it now. No, I'm with the crowd on that. Yes.
It's a shame we didn't see this film before you got married and we were at we were at your wedding.
So he's grabbed her ass like 3 times
Yeah,
already,
exactly.
thrust his crotch at her, but he's just going to play it slow with the kissing.
Ah!
I'm making notes. This is gold.
I think for our next commentary we should get a picture of beer.
Hey, did you know some boring shit to delay having sex with me?
Oh my god. Oh, oh no.
Nobody would have seen the look that me and Dom just gave
Yeah,
each
yeah,
other,
certainly.
and I kind of like, right.
Oh look, they pee the same.
I mean, we've both got brothers,
Yeah, exactly.
and it's magical like that. Like
Yeah.
whenever my brother comes down to visit, it's like he has to pee. I'm like, oh, I do too. That's crazy. Maybe we're genetically bonded.
And we pee, me and my brother pee exactly the same. If we ever stood at urinals, it's spooky.
And then we do make lewd jokes about sleeping with our respective other halves, and it's not weird at all.
It's not. Do you know what, as an older brother, which I think, well, I'm not sure who's older of the two of them, but I'm going to be instrumental in, because it's nothing, my brother really wants me to be involved in that whole process.
Why has
No,
Arnie
they-
got a wet ass? Like he's
Does he?
is that Shadow? Oh, I think
It's Shadow.
okay. Not that I was looking at Arnie's ass or anything.
They've just referred, do you remember the thing? We were like, oh, maybe, were you nervous on your first time? I was 12 and she was a nun. That's what Danny DeVito just said.
I'm not sure without actually setting the countdown clock, but I think they spent more time talking about sex and getting Arnold Schwarzenegger laid than.
Then we have about what the hell is in the boot of that car.
Yeah.
That's worth $5 million.
No, that's true. There's been more. There must be by now more time dedicated to getting some for Arnie.
Yeah.
Trying to think of a politically
Yeah,
correct
yeah,
term,
yeah.
coming up with nothing.
Do you see the way that guy came in just touching his own crotch?
Yeah.
There was a lot of...
No, he's kind of he's preparing. You know, you always unzip before you walk in, so everyone knows your intention. You go for a wee.
Because I've heard it differently. If you're unzipping on your way in, it's not a wee you're after.
No, it's more weird if you're unzipping on your way out. Okay, so that kind of emblem in the background kind of reminds me of like the YouTube loading thing. It's like the decorations for the disco haven't fully loaded yet.
They don't, and they're just... Oh, this. I've never. I don't know what it is about cowboy hats.
I'd like to know what her plan was then.
Whoa! Again, a sudden change of pace.
Yeah.
Did he just talk directly down to the camera to me? He's talking that funny talk again.
There we go. Schwarzenegger back where he belongs. Oh, there we go.
I thought it was going to break.
Band are like, oh, I think we better start playing the song now.
Ignore the unconscious guy.
Not a single shit was given that day, was it?
Can somebody pass me my guitar?
Their supply of shits was running dangerously low, and they had none left to give there. And then we're back to talking about getting Arnie some. I never realised this film was so obsessed with... Oh.
I wonder what would happen if Arnold wore the dressing gown that Danny was wearing.
Well, when that other girl worked in, the arms would just fly off. Should we read into the fact her name's Marnie and his is Arnie?
No. Guess what that pillow's trying to hide? just gonna hold it suspiciously close to my crotch.
Jesus, that's actually a good point.
Yeah.
It's kind of...
I just like to keep a pillow.
Yeah.
Yeah. You kiss nice. He don't look at me.
He has to look at himself just to get it all going.
There's a bit of an eerie silence in the room. I feel uncomfortable watching this with you. If I was sat with my gran and my mum and my dad, you know, a family film.
I don't think Arnold knows how to have sex because he's doing it wrong.
Like, because Arnold's a man with no lumps.
Oh,
on him.
yeah.
Cool.
I swear, a comfortable night's sleep there.
Yeah, the lump he has to hide behind the pillow.
Yeah.
Also, if I'd pay for a hotel room and it was that bright in there with the lights off, I couldn't sleep, I'm not going to lie.
And he's done.
Wow, that was amazing. It's never happened before.
My first time.
Yeah. It's like the scene in Forrest Gump.
Teasing you. She's basically just waving her flange in your face.
Oh. Meanwhile, in the other room... Oh, thank God. For a minute, I wondered where he was in the geography of the room. Did you see that subtitle mistake there? Where
Yeah, 28,
29, 8, 9,
Yeah,
10.
12, 7, 3.
This was why they made the other woman leave the room. I'm going to be exercising on the floor. I'd like it if she wasn't here and we could spend some time alone.
He's literally going to tuck her in and read her a bedtime story. That's all he's got planned. I don't care how Hollywood paints it. Danny DeVito is not an attractive man.
Were you looking at his feet?
Did you think it was his ass for a second there as well?
With the heels?
Yeah.
This tiny, surprisingly hairless bum. By house, does he mean the doctor that Hugh Laurie is? Look at me, do I look like somebody who could play house?
It's not lupus.
Yeah.
No, genuinely, tucking her in, bedtime story.
Yeah. Well, at least she's trying to look all, big in front of Arnie. She's trying to look like the big brother. Gonna tuck her in and read her a bedtime story.
Yeah.
Literally. Under his breath. And Arnie's like, that was great, we had sex. He's like, what? Did you not have sex? No, I tucked her in and read her a bedtime story. Jesus Christ. Oh.
We all knew it was coming. It panned across slowly.
Yeah, but I didn't realise he was gonna. Could you? So you're in bed, you roll over to that face.
The kind of Arnold Schwarzenegger mannequin just
yes.
staring.
Are they dressed the same though?
I don't want to be too crass, but kudos on her for walking in high heels after the night she's had with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
What do you mean?
Well, he's a big guy, you know?
Okay.
She's a little girl.
I think you're being crass, and
I'm being crass.
Listen, we've just got to a nice scene in which they're going to meet their mother.
I'm sorry, the majority of this film has been about getting Arnold some lady fun.
Look at Arnold's shirt. Look at both of their shirts. I think Arnold could just kick down that door quite comfortably.
Yeah, but he's not pissed off.
See, not even Arnie and all of his bodybuilding power can pick up Danny DeVito on his own. He needs help from the woman. How did he? Arnold's pastime of women tossing.
I'm acutely aware there's still kind of no real. You know that bad guy who's kind of it was at the parking attendant's booth.
Oh,
he pulled
yeah.
the gun. He just kind of
He's
had
gone
no.
now.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah.
Nothing's really happening.
I don't know about you, but if I were meeting a mother I'd never met, I wouldn't just pick a random old woman and have a go.
Yeah.
But
No, that's true.
You know,
Oh, she's old. She's female.
Do you think
Mother.
this could be her? Yeah.
Ready for it?
Get ready for the acting masterclass number 5 of being shocked.
And there it is.
Yeah. I tell you what, so far that's the most convincing we've had. Sorry to bother you. I'll be back.
There are also a lot of old women in the world.
Oh, well, irony upon irony, my mother is ringing me.
Oh, excellent.
Should I answer it? I don't know.
Your mother?
Oh, what if she listens to this now? Oh,
That's
she's gone.
fine.
Yes,
Oh.
well.
Well, that solves that mental. It is a big emotional scene. They're walking somewhere for some reason. Is this a surprise? I thought they knew that she died, or am I just missing huge plot points?
I don't know anymore.
I don't know. Now that Arnold's had sex, I just assumed the film was over.
Yes.
I was waiting for the credits to roll.
After that face.
Yeah.
Kind of pans across woman smoking a cigarette. Arnold.
Fade to Black,
Teeth out,
directed by...
Oh. Some more music to tell us how we feel. So this woman's playing the older Heather Graham.
Is she?
Well,
spoiler alert.
Sorry.
For somebody who hasn't watched the next few minutes... Oh, there we go.
Yeah, but the subtitles just told us her name was Marianne. Because when she was talking without...
Oh,
it
yeah.
said Marianne, so... I'm sorry if I ruined that for anyone who was watching it ridiculously with our commentary for the first time ever. But the subtitles ruined it for me. I'm going to ruin it for you.
Take that, innocent
That's
viewers.
just the way I am.
Yeah.
Linda was talking now.
Well, I was going to make a very interesting start to a Sixth Sense comedy.
Yeah, exactly.
I understand that's how we roll now.
Yes.
Just destroy it.
Just anything. That's got to be a rule. If there's anything with a big twist, we have to talk about the twist all the way through.
Oh yeah, of course. Before the even first credits.
I'm sorry, anyone who's chosen to watch it for the first time with us. I mean, I doff my hat to you. He's quite a moper, isn't he?
Yeah, I don't know. He's just referred to the two blonde women and Arnold Schwarzenegger as losers. So.
But yet again, another breakneck tone change of pace and speed and
Just abandonment. This film has everything, but nothing that you'd really want.
yeah,
You know? It caters to all crowds, whether they really like it or not. Kind of a
oh
lot
crap!
of words in that line.
Crap!
there.
Arnie doesn't know what's going on. Let's quickly get one of the girls to tell him. Unfortunately, there's millions, and there's something in the trunk, and he's gone. He's gone. Oh no! You should
So it's good if anyone is watching it for the first time. They don't actually have to watch it because every kind of 10 minutes or so,
Someone
the
just
character will
explain.
summarise everything that's happened.
So far, we've you've just had sex. He's got something in the card. We're going through, and you two are twins, and your mother's dead, but she's not really dead because we were talking through there, and we need to go and get him. Okay.
Oh.
I'll be back.
Now I'm pissed off.
There's some serious 80s.
Because that's how locations work, by the way. If you find someone once, that's it. Tune for life.
To brother.
Oh, God. I prefer the Yakety Yak song.
Yes. It's Arnold Schwarzenegger literally smelling out his brother like a bloodhound.
Is this song written for this film?
Yep.
Because these lyrics are eerily kind of convenient.
I don't know about you, but I know where my brother is at any one given time because I can just sniff him out.
Did you see that then?
What?
Danny DeVito was kind of slapping his cheeks, and then Schwarzenegger was like, cheeks. 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 And apparently that's kind of a real thing, like the twin phenomenon. Like if, I hear anyway, it's one of those things that if you, like one twin injures themselves or something, or then the other person can feel it as a sympathetic pain.
He just stole a car.
Yeah, and kind of sped up footage as well.
He just stole a car.
See? Look, see? That, my friend, is fucking science, alright? Don't say you don't learn anything from Danny DeVito.
That is the most realistic science we've had so far through the entire movie.
But apparently, yeah, that's an
real
apparently true phenomenon.
Oh.
So we're back to a much neglected plot thread here.
Oh my god.
Does
Are
it
you
kind
hungry? I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does it kind of get to the point where you just don't care of the resolution
I'm so
anymore?
not bothered. What's already done it?
I mean, that could be like an engine or some sort of reactor. In fact, let me just check what it say.
Is it on the box? Please don't tell me it's on the box.
No, it doesn't.
Oh,
Although it does refer to Danny DeVito as a pint-sized hustler with an insatiable lust for women and money. And
do you think that's going to be on his tombstone?
Apparently, there's a wild cross-country misadventure, but I don't think we've seen that yet.
Exactly.
That must be in the last... Yeah, in the last 15 minutes we'll probably get some misadventures.
For a minute, I thought you were just going to say it over and over and over
$5
again.
million! Oh, here we go.
See, I don't know if that's a normal size suitcase or whether...
Yeah.
Get ready for some misadventure.
Oh, it's just a misadventure now.
It feels like it.
This is some tension.
There must be some kind of sniper. Let me stand out.
Let me go outside and take a closer look.
Oh my god. Like Donald Duck.
It's kind of like, this is like the action film part, but seeing Danny DeVito, I want it to be John McClane or something,
Yeah.
kind of dodging from locker to locker, but it's that theory, if you hide behind, if I can't see them, they can't see me.
Arnold who's found this place in the nick of time.
Oh yeah, because his brother's in his head.
It's Danny DeVito's worst enemy. Stairs. It's quite like a really nice location.
You know, you can have like YouTube videos that are 10 hours long. That's
Yeah.
kind of the new limit. If you could loop that bit of footage so you have 10 hours of Danny DeVito running down a corridor,
Yeah. I mean, I'd be 4 hours in before
I'd watch that to kind of lull myself to sleep. Just his little legs going
Why
forward.
did he bring his suitcase with him
Down!
from the car?
Another classic one-liner there from Schwarzenegger.
Put that cookie down. Leave my brother alone.
Dylan, you son of a bitch.
Dylan, you son of a bitch. We need to do the hand clap at the end of it. So, Dylan, you son of a bitch.
Where's the money?
I don't quite know what that means, but
It kind of feels like that's what she said.
Yeah.
But I don't want to lower the tone any further than this film has already done
Yes,
for us.
it's lowering the standards quicker than we can abuse them.
Does Brazil kind of have some special significance?
No, I don't know.
Bring it in a nice little package.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If that guy doesn't know they're planning something, and it's time to shoot them by now. He deserves to die.
You don't need to know the third rule.
Yeah,
Just shoot them. Donk.
He's still wriggling.
Oh.
I'm struggling.
Even Danny DeVito is not buying that much chain could possibly be up there.
I'm really not sure the purpose of that. I don't understand.
Can we get 15 seconds of chain falling, please?
So it's 5 hours of Danny DeVito running, followed by 5 hours of chain falling.
Now, chains aren't light.
Yeah.
As a man who's handled chains in the past, they're not light. Now, the knock on the head probably would have knocked him out. The metric ton of chain crushing him, that's it. That's game over, man.
They killed a man.
Yeah, they did.
Arnie has stolen a car and killed a man.
So can we just kind of, go through the... Let's just say
We've
the
had
legally ethically question.
Sex with a nun, I think.
Sex with a
No,
nun,
sorry, underage sex with a nun. He was 12.
So statutory rape, is that, would you say?
I don't... No idea.
The nun's basically a rapist.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, it was an engine. I suppose it kind of looked like an engine.
We might have been chatting through that.
Yeah.
Arnie's stolen a car. He still owns those loan sharks.
Yeah,
money.
those loan sharks aren't going away.
I don't know. They stole the engine in the first place.
The Albuquerque Journal runs with the headline, "Twins find stolen engine." Yeah, they kind of smashed their way into his office, general disturbance.
Breaking and entering.
Speeding, running red lights. Driving without a license.
Yes.
Oh, you must be that sperm dumpster from the first scene.
Breaking into the that place.
Which place?
I know it was a minor, but...
Yeah, we can put them down for violence as well.
Yeah.
But they get that from their mother. Sock.
Yeah. He hasn't paid any of his parking tickets.
Yep, 200 parking tickets. You can return as many engines as you want, my friend. Those parking tickets are not going to pay themselves.
Yeah, you think he's sweet now. Wait till you find out that's paid for with dirty sock money.
Socks, they're the blood diamonds of our industry.
I'm surprised when he opened the boot, it just wasn't full of socks. Is that the all cotton? Yeah.
See, this is clever camera work. 'Cause
5
Danny
million.
DeVito's on his knees.
He was on his knees, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just kind of like from the angle, he still kind of looked... Well, he's not a tall guy when he's on his knees as well. So I paid off the loan shark, that's good.
Arnie says our debts. I'd be like, listen, we're splitting this 50-50 and you can pay off your debts from your half. So sorry. So to that list we have to add keeping some of the stolen money.
Yeah, not submitting the stolen money.
Yeah.
So everyone learned a lesson here, and Arnold Schwarzenegger got laid.
He stole a car.
Ah, that's right. He brought it back and explained to the man.
He was a cowboy. If one thing cowboys
Needless
are known,
dialogue there, wasn't
if
it?
one thing cowboys are known for, it's being reasonable.
Yeah, reasonable around stolen cars.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry I stole your car.
Yeah.
I needed it to find my twin brother. Who's your twin brother? Oh, it's Danny DeVito. You joking with me? No!
Now we're getting the kind of the culmination of shock here. The acting schools
shock and all.
playing
They're all
kung fu,
coming
and the
together,
two opposing schools come together for the last showdown.
Aw.
Ma.
Somebody say something.
More
Please.
shock.
Yeah.
We need more shock, Danny. Up the shock.
I just like the director stood next to the camera going, come on,
More,
hands
more.
up, more. More, that's it.
You know, on film it's fine, but in reality that would be a very, very awkward silence,
Yeah.
dragging on a few seconds of just kind of looking at each other, and she's like, well, fucking say something.
Oh, you're the so she punched the other doctor that lied to her, yeah.
He's fine.
The doctor from the island, yeah. Are you sure you're not having twins?
Kind of glad I'm not. Could you imagine one of them looked like Arnie and one looked like Danny DeVito? I know they say you can't pick a favourite, but fuck, come on.
Yes. Are you sure you're not having twins? Not you personally. Are you sure you and your wife aren't having twins?
Yeah, we counted. They did it again and we counted.
Did you double check? One. One.
Well, credits roll with the song called Twins. So, what did we learn from this 1988 film?
Oh man,
You can get away with a lot of crimes.
I am hungry. Yeah, exactly.
Crimes, I mean... Oh, and that eggplant lasagna thing, that looked good, with extra cheese.
Maybe that's why I'm so hungry.
I tell you, man, when I watched this as a kid, I remember that, it was beautiful. So, yeah, you can steal, as long as you're stealing cars from a cowboy, that's fine.
They're fine. They're really reasonable about it.
Lifting your car to 45 degrees, is that...
Oh, yeah, that switches off the car alarm. I mean...
We're going to have to look into that.
Yeah, exactly.
But there's no kind of... No logical way to actually explain that to someone if we're found lifting cars, but hey-ho.
I saw it in an Arnold movie. That would work. Sorry, I didn't mean to yawn, but...
Socks. So most...
Mr. Schwarzenegger publicity. Parker public relations. Wow. Why did they have to be credited?
Do you know Heather Locklear is not credited in this film? Heather Locklear?
Heather Graham.
Heather Graham. Who the hell's Heather Locklear? Why did that
I
name
don't
pop
know.
into my head? Yeah, so there's a lot of crime in this film. There's the majority of the film is trying to find some flange
Look,
for Arnie.
Best boy and the second best boy were brothers. They're both Woodside. Randy and Jerry. Do you think they
Hey.
were twins?
Twins.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Are we watching? Yeah, I'll watch the old credits. We're nearly there now. Standby painter Frank Lucky Costello. Do you think the standby painter was the guy that had to film that, had to paint that picture above the guy's fireplace? Quickly, we need an oil painting and fast.
Like the fact they had a painter, but it's like, right, you got a painter. Who you got backup? No one.
No, and yeah, just
Fuck,
a
you're living on the edge.
Yeah,
Get a standby in.
The art research assistant. Bloody hell.
So, what are your thoughts on Twins?
What, the movie?
Yeah,
It's
as
not-
opposed to the biological, phenomena of twin.
Well, it's cool, you know. I just think it's... I don't know, it's not as family friendly as I remember. I think that's the only thing I could say about it.
I'm with you on that. There's kind of a lot. I have fond memories of this that just kind of. It's like I say, you can never go home. And
Yeah.
I've gone home. I've watched Twins again. I'm happy I watched it because it's a good film, but it's Leave the kids at home.
If I never watch it again for the rest of my life, I won't be disappointed.
But I do kind of want to watch Junior just to see how that shapes up next to Twins. Now.
See, I would let my kids watch Kindergarten Cop, I think, but Twins would be off the DVD shelf, I think.
It's just a film that's all about getting some pussy for Arnie.
It's weird. Do you think that's how the film started and they had to kind of work it up to?
Yeah, basically, I reckon Arnold Schwarzenegger paid for this film, and his plot, as he had it, was that he's just going out looking to get some, and the producers thought, well, we've got to do something with that, so let's put Danny DeVito in there as well.
Jules, what's that in your pants? It's not a tumor.
What? What's that from?
Isn't it Kindergarten Cop? It's not a tumor.
We're going to have to get that one on.
Yeah, maybe that one's next.
So,
Green Onions, was that in the film? Doom, 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 doom. Is that more lawsuits filing up.
So I'm kind of happy to draw a line under it.
Yeah,
there.
I think that was.
I mean, to be honest, I lost interest in how it played out about 45 minutes ago.
Special thanks to Sylvester Stallone. There we go, for letting them use that picture of him.
Yeah,
awesome. Thank you, Panavision, for ultimately putting this film on film so that we can sit here and
I'd like to thank Colour Deluxe, because in black and white you just lose a lot of the drama that comes from those shock looks. And
thank you, Dolby Surround, for sounding great through my computer screen.
And let's not forget the Motion Picture Association of America.
That's brilliant. Well, thanks. That's Twins.
Yeah,
awesome.
And
cheers.
What can I say? Thank you for listening.